exciting and fulfilling adventures in my life because it's so different than anything I expected. I figured that we would definitely be involved in ministry and leadership within a church model, but living incarnationally and missionally is so, it feels like it's defined my life in more than just the church planting. It's more so transformative outside of what we do directly for the church. It has changed my interactions with my coworkers. Even when it comes to parenting, like one thing, I wasn't really worried. I wondered what it would be like for Syrian and Cairo, because there would be so much of our life that would be changed by being church planters. But just seeing the excitement in their involvement has been really wonderful. I just was actually talking about how when we had our the friendship feast, and we gave invitations to the kids, and how a lot of the people who actually came were brought in by our children, you know. And just seeing their faces, like whenever they think about God, or whenever they think about what it means to be a Christian, or even when we have our devotional time together every morning, I just see such a change even in their own spiritual walk. So, I mean, any small concern I may have had has been really washed away by living it out and seeing the blessing that it's been to our family, actually. The main thing for me has been, because we're meeting in our home, is trying to work the balance between this is our home and this is the church group. And I think because I really so enjoy motherhood, like this stage especially that they're in is so cool. And so it was hard to think about, okay, anything that might impede, like, you know, our story time, or, you know, our dinner routine or things like that. So I think for me, the challenge was in making sure that there are boundaries, but the boundaries are flexible. It's not that those things can't be changed in a way, not gotten rid of, but, you know, that the kids are actually really flexible, and we could, you know, do story time a little bit earlier or a little bit later. So just me learning how to shape our church life around our family life so that neither is impacted negatively. But aside from that, I think probably maybe my own nervousness about what it would be like to, you know, reach out to the community in a way that we hadn't before. But God has blessed it. I mean, it's become something that's not only that I'm not nervous, but that I actually look forward to. That I see how the Holy Spirit works on folks. Like we had, you know, how I have a coworker who came to the friendship feast, and definitely, you know, he's not a Christian at all, and but just even the fact that he was interested in having lunch and talking more about church planting and what it is that we're doing, and, you know, really like sending me articles that kind of help us, you know, in what we're doing. Just seeing how the Holy Spirit's working even on coworkers is something I'm actually even like looking forward to, you know, when I have opportunities to share about what God is doing. So it's very different in a really exciting way. Thankfully, I've just recently gotten in touch with someone who's also a pastor's wife, who's been so, you know, even though we're really in the initial stages of our relationship, she's already been so nurturing and so attentive, and, you know, we're Facebook friends, and she sends me notes, and it's just really cool that she's involved, and just I see lots of potential there. But as far as what folks need, I think when you are the person who's supporting, you know, the church planter, or the person who's doing the primary work, is just to have someone to talk to, not someone necessarily not so much instructive, even though there's time for that, but more so just if you're having a day where just like we're having Bible study and folks are still here, you know, really want to go to sleep, and the kids are wondering, you know, when dad's coming home, like that kind of stuff, that you just have someone who's just can be a friend to you, who can listen empathetically, who can encourage you, and that actually will check up on you and make sure, see how things are going, and where it's actually kind of like a back and forth where you're not only the recipient of their support, but you can do the same for them too, you know, because we're all involved in the same mission.